Should be live. Hello, anyone who may watch this stream. How are we doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing great and awesome. Let me just check real quick. Everything's up and running. Okay. I see it now. All right, I'm going to talk so I can hear. All right, beautiful. All right, guys. So basically, I'm just going to hang out with people who may be interested, any subscribers that want to hear more from me. I know I haven't been posting a lot. There are reasons for that. There are excuses, and it's sad, I really want to post more. I want to do more content-wise in the car world. I really do. But I will go into that. I'm also going to be ordering food. We're going to have a little mukbang, however you say it. And then we're going to be watching a video by Doug DeMuro, actually, who I saw one time in San Francisco, just driving past. But, is what it is. Don't mean to brag, but that did happen. Anyways, so we'll do that. And maybe, possibly some gaming. I'm not sure. Check up on Instagram, see who we can stalk. That might be fun. In GTA or whatever they say, just so I don't get allegations. I'm not actually stalking people. Not really, kind of. But yeah, first order of business probably should be to order food. Am I right? It's late. I'm hungry. I worked a long day. And so I think that's the right thing to do. Let's see. What are we thinking? I've been trying to eat really healthy lately. Gonna do some DoorDash. I heard recently there were some fish and chips in town. I heard there was a place, and I did not know before that there was a fish and chips place. No, not that. Red Lobster? No, it's not Red Lobster. IHOP has fish and chips? I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. All right, Cane's it is. Cane's it is. All right. We're going to do Raising Cane's because guess what? We need protein always. We need protein. You know what I mean? And chicken's always good. You know what I'm saying? Chicken is a staple in my diet. It is fried, which is not always the best. But at the same time, get that. We'll get that. We'll get... All right, we're looking good. We're almost done. Don't worry. Almost done. All right, boom. Boom. It's on its way soon. Okay. So anyways, obviously, I would only do that for very special occasions, right? Order in, because it's just so expensive. Like that was a $11 order. Guess how much it cost me? $21, almost $22. I would never do that if this was not a very special occasion and it was for you guys. All right, just know that. Just know that. But there's been a lot going on in my life recently that, God, it's tough, man. Like, it's been preventing me from being at my full potential and making good content. And it's really hard on me. I won't go too deep into it, but basically, just some updates with my... I'll give you some updates with my vehicles, with my health. Yeah, some things have been going on with that, unfortunately. Got to put these on to protect my eyes because this goes into it as well. So with the cars, as you've seen on my channel, if you haven't seen it on my channel, I've been working on my little black Hyundai Accent. It's my first car. I bought it with the salvage title. It was all smashed up. I fixed it, put some new doors on it, put a new bumper on it, eventually, excuse me, stuff like that. But yeah, that's all in one of my videos. So if you want that story, definitely go watch that video. The car, guess how much the car cost, guys? I'll just tell you, $350. $350. This is reflecting too much. $350. It's the deal of the century. I've been driving that car for probably about 8 or 9 years. You like, it only had 26,000 miles on it. I've put almost 200,000 miles on it in 8 years. Let's just say 8 years. It's been a champ. I've definitely had to do work to it. You know, cars wear out. They're not invincible. Like, if you drive it that much, you're gonna have things that you'll need to fix on it. But thankfully, it hasn't been major. Hasn't been transmission. Has not been engine. Just, you know, sensors, batteries. You know, not timing, belts, things like that. So it's been a really good car. Anyways, I've been working on it recently, trying to get it into ship shape. It's been having some problems for a while. It's not been doing too well. I'm going to close this page out up here real quick. I have a page open on my computer, and it is so bright. It's unbelievable. There, that's better. But it's kind of hurting my head. I'm having a little bit of a headache right now. Let me text someone real quick. So yeah, I'm working on my little black car, fixing it up, and it's just like doing the maintenance. It's been having some problems. It had like a blockage in the evaporation system, a bunch of things. I've been fixing it up. You can go watch the videos. I document it pretty well, especially the recent ordeal, which was I wanted to I wanted to take out the catalytic converter material because it was throwing a code for that blockage or restriction in the evap system. And so I figured it probably might have something to do with the catalytic converter. Plus, I just wanted to take it out anyways, so I could possibly sell the material and also get a little bit more power. Like I think maybe I got a couple more horsepower from taking it out. So that all went pretty well. But then recently I started having a problem where it would just freaking, you'd be driving and you would stop at like a red light, maybe like a minute, engine just shuts off. Or you'd be driving it, you go to a store, come back out, try to start it up, it would crank a lot. It would just keep cranking and cranking. And then if I pressed my foot on the gas pedal a little bit, eventually it would start up. But the dash would not work. Like speedometer, tachometer, everything would not work. So I was like, dang. I did some research. Throttle body came up. I was like, oh, that makes sense. Like, it's not getting enough air, right? In idle, throttle body's blocked. So I took the throttle body out. It was definitely dirty. It was pretty bad. I cleaned it all up and tried to do that. But one second. Cleaned it all up and all that jazz. But at the same time, I thought I fixed it. You know what I mean? I thought I fixed it. It was idling all right. I was like, I did it. Nope. Next day, I'm sitting in my car. I go inside the store, come back out, won't start. Crank. Finally starts up. Then it kept getting worse and worse. I would be sitting at a light shut off. Literally, when I came home, I drove into the driveway. As soon as I pressed on the brakes and slowed to a stop, bam, engine shut off. Instantly. So I was like, wow, that's terrible. And then I was looking, and it was so low on power too. Like, it just felt so weak. Low on power, just not running good. Did some more research. Okay? Because I'm a mechanic, but at the same time, I don't know everything yet because I'm still learning. Love working on cars, but I also, I have to do research about things I don't know, obviously. I figure out what's wrong. I don't just go take it to a shop and be like, something's wrong, fix it, please. Take all of my money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I want to figure it out. I want to know everything that goes into my car running good, running bad, running in general. So, did some research. Turns out there's a little thing called the crankshaft position sensor, and this thing does a lot. This thing, it reads, the position of your crankshaft. So it helps with power application. When you press on the gas pedal, it helps with cylinders. Like, it could have been running on 3 cylinders because the crankshaft, it's not knowing where the crankshaft is at, so it's not knowing what's going on with the engine. So it just shuts it off. It goes into kind of like a limp mode too, which is why I was low on power. And if it's in idle, it'll just shut it off. It doesn't know what's going on with the engine. So pretty major. Like if I would have kept driving or did a long trip with that thing, it would have been pretty bad. Because especially if it was only on 3 cylinders, could have messed some things up. Anyways, I immediately, as fast as possible, got one of those. You know, it was tough to get to. It's like right under the starter, but everything's crammed in those little engines, so tough to get to. But I replaced it, and guess what? It works great. It works great. It has more power, definitely a little bit more power. It's noticeable. And I'm happy with it. I'm happy I fixed it. I'm happy I was able to diagnose with the help of, maybe ChatGPT or something. But at the end of the day, I fixed it. So I'm happy about that. It's an accomplishment, and it's satisfying. So I did that, and the car's been running good. And you know what the good thing is even though all of those issues, like the not starting and shutting off, wasn't because of the throttle body necessarily. Me cleaning out the throttle body actually got rid of that first engine code of the restriction in the evap system. So I didn't have to take out the catalytic converter at all, but yeah, me cleaning out that throttle body fixed that code as well. So literally, I have an engine code on the dash now, but the only thing it's for is the catalytic converter being removed. So that's really cool. No other bad codes, nothing like that. So I'm really happy about that. So that's the story of what's been happening with my cars recently. Still have the green Toyota. It's a champ. Those Toyotas are just indestructible. So not too worried about that car. At all. And then no motorcycle or anything. I'm kind of missing the motorcycle. I really am. It's sad. You know what I'm saying? It's sad because I really liked that motorcycle. It's a good motorcycle. It's an adventure bike that can do highway speeds. Great engine, reliable, tough. Great off-road. Like, don't even get me started. But yeah, I do miss it. It's a good motorcycle to have, and I probably won't be able to afford one for a while because I am in debt, and it's not good. So, but also getting into a little something else. I'll share a little bit about my health. Last month in July, I had 2 major, they're called complex migraines. Terrible. It just came out of nowhere. Basically, I had stroke symptoms. So I started, like, my right leg started going completely numb. Traveled up. My face started going numb. Everything started going numb. And then the worst headache I've ever had. And on top of that, eventually I lost speech. I couldn't, like, form a sentence. Eventually it kept getting worse to where, like, I couldn't even think of what to say. It was all garbled. Or I couldn't, like, even look at my phone. I couldn't read anything. Like, it was bad. It was bad. And so that happened not once, but twice. And it kind of ruined my life for this all the way up until now. Unfortunately. Because I've been having to take medications that haven't agreed with me. I continued to have headaches for probably a month straight because of the medication, and also because of something wrong with my head that I don't know what it is, but I just continue to have headaches. I felt so weak and down for so long. Just not doing good for so long. I've been dealing with insomnia. I can't sleep. That was really bad. It's just been terrible. I couldn't work for a couple weeks. So really messed me up financially because I live paycheck to paycheck. Like, you know what I mean? So anyways, don't have to talk about that too much, but that's what I've been going through, and it's terrible. It literally has drained everything from me and made it so that I can't make content. I can't even work out in the mornings like I usually did because my sleep's all messed up and I'm so tired. It's just literally all I can do to go to work, come home, try and rest, and go to work again. Like, that's all I can force myself to do, and I don't feel good doing it. So it's really terrible, and it's not fun at all. And I'm still dealing with it, guys. Like today, I don't feel good at all. I feel like I could have a migraine coming on, and so if I have to end abruptly, it's probably because that's happening to me. I'll be fine. I'll just have to deal with that. But or I should be fine. I'll take some stuff and hopefully deal with that. So anyways, that out of the way, who wants to look at some Instagram? Like, what's going on the internet? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on in the car world? That's what I want to know. So I'm going to pull this up. Oh, another thing is that's really upsetting, very upsetting, is the fact that I was going to go to Car Week. I had planned for a year. I planned for a year. Last year, I was sad that I missed it. I was like, for sure, next year I'm going to the Car Week. No doubt about it, for sure. 100%, not going to let anything come in my way. And then this happened. Missed all that work. Car was having those issues. I'm having issues. I can't go to Car Week. So sad. So that's unfortunate. But, you know, what can you do? What can you do? It's life. You know, you just gotta roll with the punches and try and keep doing what you need to do. Keep moving forward. And just try your best. So here. Let's look at IG. Let's just look at IG real quick. You guys see that? Yeah, there we go. So, basically, I'm about to have a mukbang. I see that I got another viewer. Hello, welcome. About to have a mukbang, waiting for the food. We're going to stalk some people on IG, see what they're up to in the car world. This all looks kind of sad and weird. I should have more car content on this IG. There's Matt Armstrong. He's so cool. Like, he is literally my favorite YouTuber, and it's just like not even close. Alrighty, so let's look at Matt Armstrong. I mean, freaking let's see what he's up to. You know what I mean? We know what he's up to. We know what he's up to. He's fixing $4 million Bugattis. He's owning a Bugatti. He's traveling, doing road trips, all this great, cool stuff. Like, yeah, we know what he's up to. But why isn't his account loading? Like, what the heck? Am I cursed? I think I might be cursed. I think I might be cursed. That's really sad, by the way. Whatever happened with her. All these young people, you know, passing away. Let's try this again. Maybe it's because I have so many tabs open? That's not that many. Like, what the heck? I just can't wait for this food. I am so hungry, guys. I'm so hungry. I need this protein. Oh, let's look at this Murcielago. Bro, Murcielagos are beautiful. How is it even possible that this car is that beautiful? And when was this made? Early 2000s, probably? 2014, something like that? And it's still one of the best looking cars in the world. Like, in my opinion, it is. Let me grab something for you. This is my dream car. Okay? This is the SV. This car is like worth, I think it's over $1 million right now for these, because this is the LP640 SV. So yeah, these cars are worth like over $1 million right now. This specific, see, with like the wing and everything. But man, these cars are beautiful. Okay, so that one pulls up. I can watch that. But I can't go to profiles, huh? Oh. Hit a little refresh and there you go. He doesn't have any of the car as it is now. That's disappointing. This car looks really good in his latest video. Go watch that for sure. It looks really good. It's purple. See, right here, it does not look good. Like, look at this. The black plastic looking stuff does not look good, in my opinion. But as it is now with the paint, shiny paint, it looks so freaking good. Bugattis are just amazing. Like, whoa, look at this. Guys, I need to like be around these cars eventually if I can. I need to find a way to have cars like this in my life. My life isn't complete without. Let's like it. Let's like it. Let's like it. Should we add a comment or what? Here. I'm just going to say beautiful. Beautiful. Great job. Great job with that beast. No. Bro? Great job. Sir. No, not sir. What am I doing? Am I like texting a woman here? Or... No, let's just do that. Send that comment right there. Yeah, that car is sexy. It's so freaking cool. Oh, I think I got my food, guys. I think I actually got my food. Which is amazing because I am deathly hungry. I'll be right back. All right. So, let me go here. Turn that up. There we go. And let's see what we got here. Let me show you my order. So we got classic unsweetened iced tea. All right. Cheers. And then I just got the 3-finger combo because it was the cheapest thing there. And also, but, still, it cost me $21. So imagine how much the other stuff would have cost me. All right. Got some napkins. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Maybe I can put it here. No. I'm just going to hold it. And I'm going to open this ketchup. I'm going to open this cane sauce. And I'm going to start eating. I'm just going to start eating it. All right. Okay. Should we look at something while we eat? Well, that's good. That's good stuff right there. All I'm telling myself right now is keep your mouth closed. Keep your mouth closed. Very good. Try some of the chicken. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's why we do it. Now, this food is not like unique or fancy or special in any way. You know, it's just hearty fried food. That's all it is. But if you never had Cane's, I would recommend it. I would. Because it's just so dang good. And it's pretty cheap. Like, you can easily go, like, I go to Chick-fil-A, right? I get my order. It usually ends up costing me around $20. If I had went to Cane's to get this, it would have cost me about $12. So, you're saving. So, it's not bad at all. I mean, heck, even your McDonald's order nowadays is like $15 per. You know what I mean? It's insane. But thankfully, Cane's isn't too expensive. You guys talk a lot while you eat? Or no? The thing is I don't drink while I eat. Like, you haven't seen me take a drink of water or anything. A lot of people do, but to me it makes sense not to, because it makes you more full, right? So, like, if I'm taking some gulps of iced tea or water or anything, in between bites, then I'm gonna get full quicker, and I might not be able to finish my meal. I was taught as a youth the most important thing is finishing every single morsel of food that is on your plate. Every grain of rice. Every speck of pepper. All of it. All right? I literally used to lick my plates clean. Literally. And I feel like that's a good habit to have. Now, are there instances where you're going to have multiple plates of food and you might not be able to finish the second plate because it's just too much? and you don't want to be fatty? Yes. Yes. There are instances where you definitely don't need to eat the entire plate. It's not 100% of the time type of rule. You know what I'm saying? But in general, I think especially if someone's like making you a home cooked meal, like, and they put all the hard work into it and stuff like that, it's a sign of like appreciation and respect that you finished the entire plate, right? Well, almost done. This is it. Right here. A quick meal. It was good. I needed it. I was extremely hungry. And I wasn't feeling too good, to be honest with you. I was pushing through, but I was not feeling too good. Alright. Where do those napkins go? Alright. Let's throw all this trash away. And I just realized I can't drink the iced tea because it has caffeine in it. And I can't drink caffeine too late because of my migraines and my insomnia. So I won't be drinking that. All right. There was a little video that came across my desk. Okay? There was a little video, a little thumbnail and title that came across my desk from none other than Doug DeMuro. Doug DeMuro. Okay? And it's in my wheelhouse. It is something that I am invested in, you might say. Wait till you see the title of this video. Just wait. There it is. Can you own a fun car without a garage? Guys, the literal title of my channel is Outdoor Garage. You know why? Because I don't have a garage. I've never had a garage. I don't know if I ever will have a garage. Not because I don't want a garage deeply, because I can't afford it. But anyways, I don't have a garage. And that's to say the least. And I'm sure many people don't have a garage. And you know what? Even people who have a garage don't have a garage. Because guess what I see all the time for no reason? People stuffing their garages with boxes of garbage, extra stuff, whatever. They fill their garages with junk, and they can't even park their car in it anyways. So they basically don't even have a garage. Let's watch this video. I'm really excited to see what Doug, my acquaintance, well, he's not really my acquaintance. I literally just saw him drive past me in San Diego. That's the only time I've ever seen him in person. But I'm holding on to that as a sign of things to come. We're going to be friends one day. Mark my words. Let's see what Doug has to say on this subject. All right, let's get into it. Put the earphones on.
Imagine being able to build anything
And
just by thinking about it.
Thankfully,
Meet
they're not like
Base
the
44,
50-second versions.
a complete AI create.
This is Doug DeMuro, and today we're going to talk about the big enthusiast car question. Can you own a fun car, an enthusiast car, without a garage? I get asked this actually surprisingly often at car events. I don't have a garage. Can I own a fun car? Let's talk about it.
Okay. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Doug. But I've thought about this a lot. Okay. And I know that it is possible. Obviously, you can own a fun car. The real question is, how do you make it so that it's not affected too much by the elements? That's the real question. He's going to give us some tips, I think. Hopefully.
Before we get started, are you ready for your next cool car? Sell your enthusiast car on Cars and Bids. Trading in your car to dealers means you aren't getting market value for your car, leaving you with less cash for your next fun car. Just look at our recent sales of these cool cars compared to current trade-in value. This is a trade-in offer, and this was the Cars and Bids result. This is a trade-in offer, and this was the Cars and Bids result. This is the trade-in offer, and this is the Cars and Bids result. Get started now on carsandbids.com. Sell on Cars and Bids and join the best community to sell your enthusiast car. Okay, can you own a fun car without a garage? I want to start by examining the pretense of the question, which is, why do car enthusiasts believe that a garage is essential for car ownership? And I think it boils down to three separate things. Number one, protection. Specifically protection for the car.
Exactly. That's exactly why. Okay? You want your car to be taken care of, obviously. If it's that valuable, it's your baby. You have a relationship with it. A sexual just kidding. But you do love your cars if you're a car person and you want them to be taken care of. The garage protects the car from getting hit while it's parked on the street. Both of my cars got hit last year by an idiot. That is a possibility if you park on the street. From the sun can damage paint. Baking sun coming down, rain, snow, hail, all that stuff makes a car dirty, can make paint fade, can cause problems, etc. A garage eliminates all of that stuff, and it protects a car. It makes a car stay nicer. No tree sap, all that stuff. That's probably the number one reason most enthusiasts want a garage. Number two is, I would say, space to work. So not just to protect the car, but a lot of enthusiasts like to work on their cars or do. Yes. That is me to a T. I love how a car is made. I love how cars work. I want to work on my car. I want to know everything about my car. So if anything goes wrong, if I need to fix anything, I am capable of doing it. That's such a good point. I need a garage, guys. I need a garage desperately. Working on my cars outside is so painful. Some automotive related projects. If it's not working on their cars, obviously I'm not working on my Ford GT in this garage, they still want to do detailing, for example, or they still want to do, let's create a ramp, or I don't know what it is, but car enthusiasts like a space to work. And obviously a garage allows you to have a safe place where you put your tools, a safe place where you have your cars. It provides a space to work. And I think car enthusiasts really like that, obviously. You have a garage, you go from your car is dirty and could get hit and damaged to you're inside and you have space to detail your car and it can stay clean.
And that's a big deal. And not to mention other repairs, do a brake job, do an engine out, all that stuff kind of requires a garage. Number 3, to me, the other reason car enthusiasts like a garage is privacy. Having a garage protects against theft. People don't know what you have. You can kind of sequester it away, especially as you get into more expensive cars like this. It's kind of nice that it's not just sitting on the street and everybody knows, oh, there's a rich guy there, or oh, there's a nice car there that I can come and steal in the night, or I can steal the wheels off that TRD Pro or that Honda Accord, etc. And so I think those are kind of the 3 big reasons that car enthusiasts want a garage. So the question is, can you still have a fun car if you don't have a garage and can't check those 3 boxes? And I think a lot of enthusiasts would answer this question by saying it depends on the car that you're talking about. I disagree. I think that is a component, but I think primarily it depends on who you are as a car enthusiast. The big thing that I think about when it comes to garages is cleanliness. The people that I know who are absolutely obsessive about having a garage for their car is people who really want their cars to stay clean. That is their number 1 reason, the people that I know who I think about. And I think that if you're one of those people who just can't fathom, just gets annoyed by the concept of your car being dirty all the time, a garage is essential. I am not one of those people. I do not care if my cars are clean or dirty. It is nicer that my very special cars stay clean, but I do not care. I drive them in the rain. I will drive them multiple times in the rain without washing them.
Wait. Oh my god. Dream life. That car is so cool. Oh my god. Oh my god. I want one. I want one.
It is not a big thing to me. I have had many enthusiast cars parked outside over the years. Cadillac CTS-V, a Panamera, a Ferrari 360. My Ferrari 360 would sometimes get parked outside. My 911 is outside right now. I parked my NAS Land Rover Defender outside for years. It is not something that bothers me. Many people are bothered by it. And if you're bothered by it, I think the off the bat answer to this question is just how much are you bothered by it? And if it's a lot, then the answer is probably no. You cannot own a fun car without a garage. If you're one of those people who comes out, oh, I got to clean this off, oh, there's bird poop, oh, there's tree sap, then you need a garage. Not having a garage is not for you. The other thing I think...
Okay, Doug. So I'm going to have to take over your video real quickly because I have a great idea. Okay? Where you can kind of live in both worlds. I am one of those people that needs that if I had a car like that would need it to be absolutely clean, best as possible. I would want to protect it from sap, rain, pollen, etc. Guys, when I bought my motorcycle, every single night, even when I took it to work, I would do this. I brought a cover with me. Every single night, I would come home, let it cool down, put the cover on. If I wasn't driving it, there was a cover on it. I took it to work in the morning, put the cover on it, took the cover off, drove it back home, put the cover back on. And it actually did a very decent job. Obviously, the wheels and tires will still get dirty. But I think if you had a car like that, why not get a car cover? It's not convenient. I know it's tough. It's really not convenient. But putting a car cover on it every evening, when you're not driving it, seems like a great idea to me. It protects it from the sun, right? And all those elements. I really think it's a great idea. So, like the video just because of that, please. If you think it's also a great idea.
Like we talked about maintenance before, how important is doing your own vehicle maintenance to you? If you are doing all of your own car maintenance, not having a garage gets really annoying. It can be done. I have friends who are in apartment buildings or park on the street or in a driveway because they're at their parents' house and the garage is full of stuff and they do a brake job in their driveway. And in San Diego, it's possible. In fact, there are still some mechanic shops here in San Diego that the lifts are outside. That still exists here. But generally speaking, it's better to have a garage.
Yeah.
And that's especially...
Obviously, guys, it's better to have a garage. But I'm thinking in terms of people who cannot conceivably have that circumstance and situation at this moment in their life, like me. And so you got to figure out what you need to do to work with your circumstances.
True if you live in a cold climate, because winter can actually be an awesome time for you to do car projects. All of my friends in New England and Massachusetts who can't drive their cars in the winter, I consider it a big loss, but they consider it, I wouldn't say they consider it a benefit, but it's like, okay, now we get to do all the projects. Everything from the spring and summer that we had been thinking about that we wanted to do to the car, new suspension or paint work or body work, now we have winter to do it. And it is very difficult to do that without a garage. Again, this depends on who you are. How frequently are you going to be doing repairs? How important is doing repairs to you? If it's very important, again, the answer is you probably need to have a garage. If it's not that important, if you're not that type of car enthusiast, it doesn't really matter what kind of car you have. No garage, probably okay. And the same is kind of true for like your propensity and fear about damage. I am not someone who is particularly worried about cars getting damaged. I am more worried than some people I know, but less worried than a lot of the really particular enthusiasts that I know. So I'll go and park my Ford GT, my Carrera GT in regular parking spaces. I do that sometimes. Not as often as I do with normal cars, but I do it sometimes. Damage really comes down to how nervous a person are you and how nervous are you about your specific car. One of my very favorite Instagram follows, there is a guy on Instagram whose Instagram name is the1mis. That's his Instagram handle. And he basically chronicles life with his BMW 1M in New York City, street parked the entire time he's had it, which I think is like a decade now. And New York City is a very difficult environment for a car. I don't think he lives in Manhattan, but still, it's not a great place to be. You're street parking, you're dealing with people backing in and out in front of you.
That is true. Like, I've been to New York City several times. I would say about half the cars there are dented, scratched, in some way. Unfortunately, it's like everywhere you look over there. I'm surprised this guy. I mean, maybe he has gotten crashed into, but I don't see that off of just this video. But I'm surprised he hasn't experienced that street parking in New York City. It's actually insane.
Your car all the time. There are potholes, there are big trucks, taxi cabs. The streets aren't as they're more chaotic than the rest of the place. And this guy does it. And I applaud him because the 1M is a seriously special car. And he has made the decision that he is going to deal with the worry of street parking because it means he gets to drive this car. And I think some people just wouldn't be able to overcome that personal anxiety of, oh, my car is going to get hit. Oh, this is a special car. I can't leave it on the street, which I think is totally reasonable. But I think if you really want to daily drive a cool car and you don't have a garage, you have to put that anxiety behind you. And some people cannot do that. And some people are the 1M is guy who does it and just lives it. And it's almost like a sign to car enthusiasts like, hey, yes, you can do this. And it may take a lot of reframing what this is in your mind, and you may come out and your car has a new gash in the bumper or a dent in the door, but you also get to drive a 1M every single day, and that's a lot cooler than the people who have a Model 3 as their commuter cars, just so that occasionally they can drive something cool on the weekends. And so there's something to that. But again, it's all about who you are. So with those things in mind, I will say that I think it is possible to have an enthusiast car, and even a good enthusiast car, without a garage. You walk around London and you'll be shocked in the summer what types of cars you see that are street parked. I have seen, outside of hotels, you'll see Bugattis, people who are visiting for a few months. But I've seen just in residential streets some really high-end, like $1 million cars just street parked because there are very, very, very few private garages in London. And
so he brings up a very good point there, as far as you having to street park your car because there's no other option, or you live in an area where maybe you work at a place where you have to be in a parking garage, or you have to street park, or park in public. in that instance, I'm not so sure about the whole car cover thing. I think people would get kind of upset about you putting a car cover on in a parking garage. They probably would say like, well, are you just going to leave that here? Like, this isn't a storage facility, you know? Obviously, they'd be like, when I see a car under a car cover, it's like, oh, this has been sitting here for a long time, or this will be sitting here for a long time. There's like, no one's going to be driving this. But so you see what I mean? So maybe there's certain situations where the car cover idea will not be ideal, but I still stand by that. At your house, if you don't have parking, or if you don't have a garage, I still stand by that. Okay, in a small town where you go to work and there's no street parking, no public parking, I stand by that. It's a good idea. All right, it is.
You just have to kind of do that if you want to have those cars. It is not for everybody, but it is a possibility and you can do it. With that said, this house that I live in now, which I bought 7 years ago, is the first house I have ever lived in with a garage, and it is wonderful. It is an awesome experience. My garage is climate controlled. I have a couch, I have a desk, I have a 4-car lift, I have all my tools, art up on the wall.
Stop. Oh my God. It's too much. It's too much. I'm too jealous. I'm too jealous, man. Why can't I have that? That's my dream. It's been my dream for so long. What am I doing wrong? Wow. I guess I should just be happy for him, you know? Doug, I'm sorry, man. Congratulations. You've worked very hard to get to this point in your life. And you deserve it. Congratulations, my friend.
As you can see, it is nice. It is fun and it is wonderful and it feels like home in a magical way. And I think you don't have to have a garage to be an enthusiast, but it really helps, especially if you're like a tinker person or like a detail person or just someone who wants to spend time with your cars, your stuff. It's cool. It's really nice to have that as an extra space. So there you go. Garage as an enthusiast, not necessary, but it is a pretty nice thing to
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's a great thing
to have. But if you're the right type of person, I think you can make it without.
Okay. Very good video. I agree for the most part. He did not mention the car cover theory. That's what we're going to call it, the car cover theory. He did not mention that. And, you know, that's okay because I'm here. That's what I'm here for, is to have good ideas. Along with my friend Doug, who I saw drive past me on the street one time in San Diego. Okay? But it's true, guys. Having a garage, obviously, it would be the best possible scenario. But that's not ideal for a lot of us, or that's not attainable for a lot of us, unfortunately. And so in the meantime, we have to, if we want a cool car, we're going to have to deal with the anxiety. We're going to have to do our best to keep it safe, to keep it protected from the elements, and to probably lay on gravel to work on it. But anyways, nice to hear from Doug. And we'll clip this on YouTube and you guys can watch it. So that's great. But anyways, guys, what do you think of this little stream? Leave it in the comments. It's a little weird, I know. You know, a weird mix of things. Like, who does a mukbang in a car stream? You know what I mean? Like, it's not even car related. Like, I didn't even have like a cake decorated like a car. I didn't even have the chicken strips look like cars. Like, what am I doing? You know what I mean? I didn't have the fries look like spokes. Like, what am I doing? I'm a car guy. I need to be all about cars, right? So anyways, let me know what you thought. If you would like more streams, I didn't hate doing this. I I kind of enjoyed it. You know, it's I want to make more content about cars. I want to be able to do more, have more opportunities to film with cool cars, and be around people like Doug that are petrol heads. I'm British now. I've been watching too much Matt Armstrong. But anyways, that's it for me, guys. I think I'm gonna end it here. It's just over an hour stream, and yeah, it was good. It was good. I will probably do this again, so look out for my next one. Like it if you liked it. I will post this video as a clip, and I will continue making more content in the future. More things coming up. I will work as hard as I can to make this channel a success, and I hope you guys will be there for the ride. So have a great night, everybody. Thank you for watching, if you watch, and I will see you all on the next one.